Dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Here's Westbrook. Kemba Walker making his last shot. From 11 feet away, no good off the front iron. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle, it's tipped. Stolen by Durant. Plenty of space. He had drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season. Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
The Thunder leading by 3. And Dion Waiters the bucket on the assist by Canner.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post. But last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Jeremy Lamb. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Cantor. Kenneth Faried comes in for Serge Ibaka. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Mills in for Russell Westbrook.
And you know, it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attack.
Now here's Walker. 8 points his last outing, and the Hornets making a change here. Hansbrough's checked in.
For your Hornets, Tyler Hansbrough.
1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Outside, Walker. Wide open look. And it's Walker again missing.
And for Jefferson and his defense, players know when they are being targeted. So good for Big Al to do something about it.
No coverage that time.
For 3.
And that's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And it's Walker penetrating. Thunder with the rebound. We're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Here's Walker. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. 13 feet away. Here's Kaminsky. And the layup's good off the glass. Kaminsky's got his first points of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Screen by Faried. And the shot is good. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Mills with it, working on Walker. Shot's good by Mills.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Durant for three and released it in time, but it's off the mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Thunder lead by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Thunder.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got Jeremy Lin. Batum is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Rebounded by Lamb. Hornets trail by 7. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism, was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Zeller, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Lin against Westbrook. There's the screen. Screen by Jefferson. To the wing right side. Lamb. The Hornets rebound. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And even 3-on-3 break. And that one's good. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time. And, you know, regarding Lamb's development, most scouts felt the weaknesses he did have could be ironed out over time. Well, there's still time. He needs to improve his strength, his ball handling, and his effort on defense. All things well within his control.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
They retain possession. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Ginobili. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
No good from Lamb. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Moment here now for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Doris, what'd you find out?
Well, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Charlotte. He said the discomfort is coming from what looks like a bruised tailbone. Losing a player like him is a big blow to this team who lean on him to do so much. Someone else will have to step up, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Well, hopefully that's the case, Kevin, and he'll be back before long.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Hansbrough comes in for Cody Zeller, and Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Enes Kanter. Durant comes in for Manu Ginobili, and it's Mills in for Waiters. Lynn dishes to Hansbrough, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Shots good by Ibaka.
It's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Collison kicks to Durant. Launches it. The shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint, that's for sure.
Offensive rebound, Hansbrough. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Hansbrough. "16 feet away, and it's good, but hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And we finished one half of basketball. Thunder out in front, up 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew